I'm a big believer that you don't have to be exactly the person you want to be right from the start, but you can definitely adopt the habits of that person and simply bridge the gap. Mornings actually are the favorite part of my day. And when you have kids and you want to spend time more on yourself, that's the only way to do it. I find that first hour in your morning is like a golden hour. So how you set up for your day in your mind, in your body, in your energy is everything. I would usually visualize my goals, affirmations about myself to empower my thoughts, to hit the gym in that kind of right mindset just to keep pushing me every single day at least 1% further. It may seem a bit a lot for the morning routine, but trust me, I build this step by step. And you're probably thinking, I'm not a morning person, I don't wake up that early. Trust me, I was not a morning person myself. If you want recommendations, I would highly recommend a book called The Miracle Morning. Now, I train 5 times a week, usually 3 days on, one off, 2 days on again. And I focus on push pull leg split would be just rotation for the legs. I usually train quads and hamstrings separately. Every session my focus is simply to find failure for each set. And to be honest, I wouldn't have too many. I usually have about 2 to 3 sets per exercise. Now, if I'm focused enough, I usually come back on time, usually 7:30 a.m. to bring my kids to crash, or my wife does, depending if she goes to office. Then I would finish the rest of my training, which contains obviously 60 minutes of cardio. Now, every single day, I would do some stretching before I do some poses. And after I have my meal, then I go into my work regimen, which is usually about half 9, 10 o'clock. Now, being 5 weeks out, I find this time of a prep much easier than the last time I done, which was 3 years ago. But still, I find myself kind of battling, those doubts and fears, and simply sometimes a fatigue kicks in. Not gonna lie, then something happens inside of me. I have a lot of emotions build up, and there's like a second coach in me that pushes me towards something that I fear to jump over. But I've learned that when I go through motions, when I go through these hardships, and when I break through these limitations of belief that I may have that would drag me down, when I overcome them, that part of me leaves me alone. And I don't know how to explain this, but the courage is something that I always try to lean on to because I have a greater fear of simply not changing. Now in this video, I'm showing you my workout day meals and macros. But if you'd like me to have a full breakdown of my nutrition plan regarding rest days and workout days, comment below meal plan. And I'll make a separate video just on a meal prep and all the meals that I have during the week. Now that I have taken care of my training, of my posing, of all the necessary tasks for my goals, then I jump into my work. Because in this stage, I'm already super focused. I'm grounded to do all the work for my clients, content creation, business, and simply taking care of everybody else when I took care of myself at the beginning of the day. bit of my meal prep. So we have turkey, green peas, carrots, rice. So this is basically life in a day, more or less. I usually, evenings depends if I need to finish my steps, do I want to read a book. Basically, I'm trying, before I go to sleep, I try to detach and reset my mind. So when I do go to bed, I feel calm, relaxed. It's usually around 7:30 to 9 p.m. if everything goes according to plan. Usually, it's a bit tricky with the kids. But yeah, that's the whole day. I hope you enjoyed this video. Drop a like, subscribe if you're new to my channel, and stay tuned for my 4 weeks out episode next Sunday.